Hi all. This reading is for May 13th, 2019. I know I am a little late in the morning to be recording this for us, but we do have the 10 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. And since it is already approaching noon as I'm recording, I imagine these messages may run into tomorrow morning. May run into the morning of May 20th, 2019. We are still in Taurus season today. The sun in Taurus. And this message is for all of us, for the collective, might be for any sign. Of course, we do all have all the signs in our chart anyway, right? I know it can't resonate with everyone, but the message could be for anyone. We've got the Fool as our first card out. So today we have a new beginning. Some may have an Aries energy on their mind, in their world, and or a Scorpio energy. We have Aries and Scorpio here. The Death card as our second card out is reversed though. This is the Game of Thrones tarot that I'm using, by the way. Yes, because I can't quit thinking about it. Ace of Cups in the root of the situation. So it looks like a new love or a renewed love, or just someone sharing completely openly and honestly with another or others, right? And the Ace of Cups here has led to this new beginning, has granted us this new beginning at present. But somebody's resisting the transformation that it takes to be ready to walk down this new path, this brand new beginning. It's an adventure. Here's that representation here. It's an adventure that one must be quite brave to go on. It's a risk. It's dangerous because it's full of the unknown, the mysterious, the mystical. And then you're crossed with this resistance here that we see in the Death card. Someone who's unwilling to undergo, as I said, a transformation, I think. Or, really likely unwilling to let something go from the past. That was part of our message yesterday, I believe. Not wanting to let something die from that past, perhaps. Just want to make sure that's not too loud. The Hermit card reversed in the recent past. It may be a Virgo that has exited recently, and healing from heartbreak in the near future. Still in pain, still mulling over harsh communication probably, or truths that were hard to hear, to know, that are hard to carry. Still present in the near future, but healing has begun. Someone in the near future, can be by the end of the day today, early tomorrow, or just in the days to come, is realizing that the only way out is through. They've been resisting being alone. And it might have to do with a Virgo that has been released in the recent past. It might have to do with an Aries and or Scorpio in the present. Yes, those signs may resonate, but they're just energies that these cards carry with them. So I wouldn't take that too much to heart. I wouldn't let that ruin the message for you, as I said, because we do all have all of these energies in our chart, even if we don't have placements there, whether or not, you understand your astrology, etc. But But I definitely see someone who, you know, in the recent past has not wanted to be alone. And it looks like they you know, they haven't had to be, because there is this new love, either new or renewed love opportunity, or at least, as I said at the beginning, an opportunity to communicate and share themselves openly with someone else, others in general. So, you know, even if it's not a new romantic love interest, but in general, it looks like there's forgiveness found, and karma clearing and absolution in the outcome of the situation. It absolutely seems like very related to, or even an extension of, the reading from yesterday. I can't remember it exactly, but I know we had the Judgment card as well. And the Death card and the Judgment card, I think, both came up for us yesterday as well. So a similar message of karma clearing and forgiveness and absolution being on the horizon. That doesn't necessarily mean today. It absolutely could be for some, but in the outcome of this situation, we have to keep in mind, I think the Star card showed yesterday as well, and it's reversed here. But we have to keep in mind that this healing that's being undergone cannot be rushed. And our other two pieces of advice are the Empress card reversed and the Eight of Cups reversed. King of Swords on the bottom of the deck, Page of Swords, and the Hanged Man beneath that. So we also have Pisces energy here, Aquarian energy, Sagittarian energy. So there's, you know, all the energies on the board. So all the more reason why I won't go jump down any rabbit holes too far, talking through, speaking the message through a use of a lot of signs, right? Well, let's just stick to the idea that we all have a lot of these. And we all have all of these in our charts. Somebody is being advised not to walk away from something. So, okay, let's look at it this way. Perhaps this is a renewed love that we see in the root of the situation. And in the recent past, someone resisting either their own inner wisdom or perhaps resisting the wisdom of others. Or just coming out of solitude. Okay, so there's been this opportunity for renewed love in the root of the situation. In the recent past, I see someone coming out of solitude, perhaps to share openly, to take advantage of that opportunity for new or renewed love. For some of you, it is brand new. For a lot of you, I think it's renewed, because the advice here is not to walk away from something. Maybe a lot of you have both. You've got a new love opportunity, but there's also something from the past. Now, yesterday, I felt like the message, although there was a lot of similar energies on the table, I felt like the message was that someone needed to walk away and find forgiveness for someone else in order to evolve, in order to clear their karma and move on to the next experience, rather than repeating the cycle of the same type of experience. Here, a healing needs to happen, a healing that cannot be rushed. But if there is a love from the past that someone has a new beginning with, the cards, they're advising you not to walk away. If there's this new beginning today, and it seems like something can be resurrected, something can be healed, the two of you can rise and be resurrected, and the relationship can be resurrected together, then the advice is to see that through, to not walk away. But it's not necessarily a romantic relationship, right? That could be a romantic relationship scenario, yeah, but there's just an opportunity for renewed love between individuals. And this desire, need, even action in the recent past to come out of solitude. It's like a second opportunity with someone has brought someone else out of their cave, out of their self, out of their head, out of their individual healing, and into a space of wanting to heal with someone else or other people. This new beginning is either, for some of you, either being resisted by some, or this is representing a resurrection. Someone is not letting something die, wants to move forward with something from the past, someone's from the past, with someone, you know, who there has been mutual pain with, harsh words exchanged. There's a chance. There's a chance for resurrection. And in the outcome of the situation, this is brought back to life. Again, karma cleared, absolution. It's just that a healing has to take place first, right? The healing has to happen first before you come to this space of absolution where, as I said, the two of you are risen together. The two of you, the situation is healed, and the relationship is able to be resurrected. Again, not necessarily romantic, but whomever is carrying divine feminine energy in the situation, whether it's romantic or not, she's sad, maybe even sick, maybe even unwell in some way. And if this is not a physical unwellness, it may be a mental or emotional unwellness that you can't see. Maybe you know about it for some of you, maybe you don't, but the cards are advising you to be aware that whomever in the situation is carrying feminine energy, or someone, because it, you know, maybe two feminines, it may be just two friends, it may be a group of friends that you're reuniting with, but someone in the situation who's carrying feminine energy, she's not well. She's sad, and like I said, maybe even unwell emotionally or mentally, if it's not something that you can see physically. Or even if it is something that you can see physically, it may be something that's rooted in a psychological, emotional, spiritual unwellness, right? And I think that's the individual carrying this prominent, mature, maybe creative, feminine energy, maybe a Taurus. That's the individual here who really needs this healing. I think both need the healing, or it's the feminine aspect of the people in the situation, right? Male, masculine or not, right? But that's the it's probably rooted in an emotional, spiritual unwellness. That's what really needs healed. That's who really needs healed, and the healing cannot be rushed. It may require assistance from the divine, asking for help in this healing, right? She, or even he, and I'm referring to his emotional aspects, his feminine aspects, but I really feel like a motherly figure in the situation. So even that could even be a masculine who's got a lot of Cancerian, but she or even he needs to find faith in themselves. I think they probably have faith in the situation, the other person, the relationship, but they need to find faith in themselves. Someone does. Still, the advice, as I said, is not to walk away from this. If you're finished with the situation, then there's some kind of closure that needs found or something, and there's a reason why that Eight of Cups reverse is coming up. Above all else, this is a situation for you, the querent here, to be honest in. I think maybe whatever heartbreak took place to begin with had to do with someone not being completely forthright and honest. And judgment is going to come to call, you know. There may be what feels like punishment here, when we see the Judgment card and the outcome of the situation. But with the Death card reversed and then the Judgment card, this is feeling like it's all speaking of, like I said earlier, resurrection. And there's just this message here of needing to be honest even when it's difficult, even when you're not sure how to deliver the truth, even when you feel like it's going to come out in a harsh, immature way. Maybe they won't understand. There's still this need to try as hard as you can to be totally honest, especially, guys, if that is what happened in the root of the situation. Or even back before this, really even back before this love was renewed, if that's what happened to cause this heartbreak that's finally healing currently and in the near future. If that was about lies and you have a second chance now, make no mistake, it feels like a new beginning because it is. It feels like you shouldn't walk away because even the divine would advise you not to. It feels like a deep healing that will take a long time because it will, but you're right in not letting go if you don't want to, because, as I said, even the divine would have you not do that. And eventually, if you give the time for healing and if you're honest on the way, there is this resurrection at the end of this path. In the outcome of this situation, there is definitely a possibility for the two of you to come back together, have a brand new beginning, forgive one another, and find a new start. Find really a reunion. I mean, a renewed love. You have it. You both truly feel that way. And you know, again, I keep taking it to a romantic situation, relationship place. I just can't help it. That is what it seems like. But your heart could be broken over any type of split. Like, it could be friends, roommates, family members, anything. Still, regardless, if you want this outcome, there's such a need to be honest. That's what I feel like. That's what my last 3-4 readings I've done have been about. Honesty. And don't rush it. It's going to take a while. Someone's unwellness is rooted in emotional unwellness, even if it's manifesting physically, psychologically, rooted in an emotional unwellness. They have a need to create, a need to express that's not coming out, likely for a lot of them. But whether that's you or them, don't walk away until you've seen the situation through, even if it's just coming to another ending. And be honest. Allow the healing to take time and be honest. There is still a message of resisting transformation here with the Death card in reverse, and that could have to do with this message of needing to be honest no matter how difficult it is to be honest, because that is what this new beginning, this resurrection is hinging on, and that may be the transformation that the relationship, or at least one person in it, needs to undergo. Yes, you have a new beginning. Yes, you get another chance, a new start. Yes, this can heal, and these energies can come back together and know joy and love and happiness together again. Yes, if you allow transformation to happen, where either both people, all people, or you in particular, Aquarian, someone here needs to start being honest. It's not a new start if you repeat the same thing. If they or you or someone in the situation just continues to lie, then the same thing will repeat again. It doesn't matter if that your karma is cleared or not. If you make the same choices, if you decide to deceive one another or one person the other, whomever in the situation, then it will repeat again anyway. You have an opportunity to move on to something new, but you'd have to do things differently to have a new path, to have a new experience, with this person or these people. Someone in the situation, at least someone, would have to do something differently. I think that's the transformation we're seeing that needs to happen. Honesty is needed. And I think for a lot of you, it is a relationship situation. You need to be honest. It's difficult to be honest. And you may be needing to be honest about the fact that you are in between two people, or just waiting to find out how they're going to respond to the truth that you hand them. And if that's the case, either one, they're going to do an equal, even exchange with you. You are revealing a truth to them, and they're going to reveal something that's equally hard for you to swallow. Okay? And that's why you're seeing that the healing is going to take a long time. Be prepared for this communication that catalysts the healing to take a long time, because once they reveal what they've got to tell you, and it hurts just as badly as whatever you had to tell them, we have a tower moment here. There's the truth. There's the light. Everyone sees everything, and it seems like everything's falling apart. But the lies are what both of you or anyone in the situation would want to crumble down. And then there is the success. Yes, a choice. Do you want to keep walking this path together? But I think most of you receiving this message probably do and will. But this success is the kind that sometimes people give up on, because it's a sure thing, but it's taking so long. And that's how it's going to feel. If you really want to keep walking this path together, the healing, the forgiveness, it's going to take time. It's going to take time. But you can have a new beginning with whomever you are feeling like you don't want to leave behind. Again, the divine advises you not to walk away from this just yet anyway. If it is ultimately going to end, even in a similar fashion to the way it already did, there are still lessons to be learned, truths to be shared, wisdom to be had from this situation. There are still things to close out and take away from it, at least. For a lot of you, it is just that you have a whole new, brand new beginning. And if you do things differently, it can absolutely turn out differently. So I hope that the needed insight here reached you, and that you will all make wise choices for yourselves moving forward. I hope you could see most of all of the cards here. But yeah, make wise choices for yourselves moving forward. Don't feel boxed in or determined by anything we lay out here. This is a snapshot of the path that we're on now, if the reading resonated with you. If not, I hope that a message, a lunar pool on a different day resonates with you. If you would like a private reading with me, just scroll down to the description box below. Check out all of your options. All the details you need should be there, but you can also just email me at LunarticksTarot@gmail.com if you'd like, and I love to work with you that way as well, or you're free to just follow the links that are also down below. Thank you so much, everyone, for all of your support to Lunartics Tarot. It means the world to me. I hope that you'll all check back in for your May readings. The rest of the readings, the other 9 that I haven't gotten to, will be mid-month readings, but they might be applicable to the entire month of May. So I hope you'll check those out. And I love you, and I will post another lunar pool for us very soon.